All right, again, we know what the answers are supposed to be here because we already watched the videos, or you already did it in, earlier in the video, but using a proportion is a little bit different. And so if you were stuck on how do I use the proportion to get the right answer, not what is the right answer, let's look at this proportion method. So again, if we use our formula, percents are out of 100, percents are always out of 100, that's what a percent is. And by changing that percent to a fraction here, 90 out of 100, I've already done that conversion. And then is 120 of what number we don't know. So is over of. Once I have the proportion set up, I can cross, multiply, and divide. We get 1200 equals 90x. And if I divide both sides by 90 to get x all by itself, I end up with 133.3 repeating. But again, we need to round to the nearest tenth. So just 133.3 is the correct answer for that one. Same idea here at the bottom. A student answers questions. We have the question mark then. I found the question mark. Question is, what percent? We don't know. So the percents are out of 100. We don't know the percent in this case. Equals is over of. Now again, is actually in this problem, but were is a different form of that word is. What percent of the questions is answered correctly? Poor grammar, but same idea. So that's our is number, answered correctly. Is answered correctly, 32 were answered correctly. Of the questions. And this is where we have to be careful again. The questions, there are 40 questions, not 32 questions. So what percent did they get correct? This is that part, and this is the whole thing. They got 32 is the part, 40 is the whole. And so if we cross multiply and divide, we get 3200 equals 40. And divide both sides by 40. I end up with 80% equals n. And since I started off by changing my percent to a fraction, I don't have to worry about changing my percent in the end. At some point, you're changing it, either with the proportion, changing your percent to a fraction, or with the equation, changing it to a decimal.